All right, guys, thanks for tuning in for your homework tonight. Just a quick little overview here. Question 4-16. We look at the figure below, and they just want to know how you can easily look at this square without going across and counting each individual square, as that's probably not a good strategy, as it's really easy to overlook or miss or double count a square. So the first question asks you to simplify an expression involving just addition to count the number of small squares. How could you put those together to count how many squares are in that rectangle? And then the second part there is just simplifying expression involving subtraction to count. So again, like how can we put these squares together um, to add up to the answer here, which is 26? And then how can we use some type of subtraction to get to the answer of 26 squares, which are represented in that picture above? Moving on to the next page. This looks a little complicated, but it's really not. It's kind of like a matching. So you're going to match one word description that has a number and one diagram that has a letter to the counting method here. So let's just do A together. We have 4 times 10 minus 4. Which one of these diagrams and word descriptions would work with it? As I'm looking through, I would look at number 2, and it states that if you take a side length that of 10 4 times, so there's your 4 times 10, and take away the 4 corners, and there's your minus 4. So up here, you should probably write 2 because it goes with it. And now we got to look at our pictures. Now, which pictures looks like that they take the side length of 10 4 times? Side length 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then as you notice, they have the 4 corners taken away. So the answer for number 1 would be 2D. And then you just, as you eliminate, process of elimination, you only got 3 pictures left and 3 words left. You just need to match them with the statement showing by the expression. 418 is pretty easy. Just says make a list of the months when her friends occur and how many birthdays. So, for example, I know it's a little hard to read, but if you know your months in order, it shouldn't be too hard. So, any way you want to make a table, make a list. For example, January has 3 birthdays, and so on. You don't have to write for March, it looks like, or other months where there is no birthdays. Just put the birthdays, the months that have birthdays. So you don't have to include like November and December out here. A little bit of review is just converting mixed numbers into fractions greater than 1. Um, when you have 4 and 1/8, the easiest strategy to do is you always multiply the denominator by the whole number, and you add the numerator to the top and keep the denominator. So, for example, you do 8 times 4, which is 32, plus 1, which is 33. Keep the denominator. So you can use that strategy for D, and I guess just for C. Now, looking at D, you always have to think how many times does your denominator go into your numerator? Well, 3 can actually go into 18 6 times, so your answer is 6. So when you come out to B, you're going to have to think how many times does 3 go into 302? That is your whole number, and what is ever left over, if there is something left over, you keep as a fraction. All right, last problem here. Basically, you just need to look at the expression here. So this is -5 plus -4.5. You're just supposed to describe it with words. So you can write anything like -5 or plus -4.5, or you could say what I would do is probably say move left -5 or move left 5, and then move left 4.5, and then your answer, of course, would be 9.5. So I would just be using left or right as up here it says you would right left -14. I would just write move left 5 and then move left 4.5. And then you just have to do the same for B and C. So hopefully not too complicated tonight. Hopefully you didn't have to listen to me. We'll see you in class. Thanks for watching. If you need help,